Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
A carry here for TreVeyon Henderson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down at 7. To throw, it's Milton.
And his throw is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Milton. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Press 60 Nazareth. Go.
To throw is Milton.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Warriors 17.
Now Milton. And he'll find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
And had nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You look at this Patriots defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Patriots 7.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Milton. They set up the screen for Henderson.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready? Viking, receive. Panther 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. 79 Broncos.
Here's Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's Milton now to throw. Now a run here off the...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Looking to throw. Milton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Milton. And he spots Henderson. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
Pretty quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Allen off the play fake. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
21, Patriots 7.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Looking to put a drive together.
19 strike, 19. Here we go, here we go.
The drive begins with a run by Henderson.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Set, hurt. Warriors, 70. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Ready, set.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Set. 18 Radler, 18 Radler. 70, check. Mustang 19. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
60 by 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Allen going to run with it. A sure throw pulled in by Kincaid. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Alert!
Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Hold it ready. Cowboy 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. Steady.
Operating from the gun. Milton looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Panther 60. Panther 6. Warriors 70. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
Back to throw again.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Bills 28, Patriots 7.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Off play action. Milton.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
It's caught at the 10. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there for New England. And even 60 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ready? Like Crackle, 60 Maverick. Go.
Looking to throw. Milton. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Bills' 7-yard line.
18, 5 in.
Back to throw. Milton. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Patriots 14. Andy Borregales to kick off for New England.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
45-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. That he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook, 55 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
The extra point splits the uprights. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Patriots 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Operating from the gun, Milton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
In motion goes the tight end.
Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel,
there he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are able to add on to their first-half lead. Now for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Bills 42, Patriots 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
and I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Landon Jackson
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Out of the gun now on third down. And that will be incomplete. 1
first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On play action, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Bills 49, Patriots 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he loses the football the second time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Round 80!
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Patriots 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. throwing to start the drive. Milton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Second and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Check up.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And just shedding him off there. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And the Patriots first down.
Now look to throw again.
First down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
TreVeyon Henderson.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots are able to at least get one score back.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to...
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Allen going to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
They'll run for it here with McAllister.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are pouring it on. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Bills 63, Patriots 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Again, it's Henderson.
Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it.
To throw, it's Milton. Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's able to motor his way down to his 16-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
First down, New England.
3. Dragon 60.
Throwing is Milton.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Come 19. Panther Cowboy 80.
To throw is Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Touchdown!
Jerry Judy.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
And in this day and age, I would love to play quarterback in the NFL. Wide open offenses, acrobatic receivers. If you're accurate, you're going to have days like this.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bills 70, Patriots 26.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
68.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
The 22 more yards there and another first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed on to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This offense so far on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
70 line, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Cougar 19.
Now Milton.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
No problem there on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards.
And the Bills continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Okay, ready?
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Up the middle they go. Compton. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On third down, Compton.
And he will have the Patriots first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First and 10.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Milton. This will be caught. Judy.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it.
Here's second and 10. Here's Milton now to throw. Completes the pass to Judy. Got a crossing pattern.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
79 Broncos. Ready? 19, Panther 60.
Here's Milton.
This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he caught it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 35.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
56, 56. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Alert, alert, alert. Half 85, half 85.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
13 yards on the play. And the Patriots first down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both